People cannot stand you because of the way you think and because of the way you speak. You sound so ignorant. It literally makes them sick. Ignorance is not bliss. Educate yourself and know when to shut up your mouth. Some of you just open your mouth, wow. And whatever runs through your head, you just say it, which is completely wrong. Like there's some, you do not know what is considered a sensitive topic. You just speak whatsoever you want to say, whatsoever you feel like saying. You feel like it's okay to open your mouth and say whatsoever, joke about anything you want to joke about, and life moves on, which is obviously not the case. Today we will be talking about sensitive topics to not speak on anyhow in public, and topics generally to not joke about, because it's not going to be taken as a joke and your jokes can hurt people.
3, 2, 1.
Topics relating to finances, as long as it's not a business something. There's some people in public that just like to talk about money and, oh, I got this for this amount. I don't know if you guys get what I'm trying to say, especially concerning this finances stuff. Like, shut up about the price. Certain types of money topics can lead to social comparison, which can end up fostering jealousy and competition, and you do not want that. Never flaunt money or anything linked to money, because remember, money is tangible and it can be taken away from you at any time. And also, you do not know the financial state of the people around you, so be mindful and act mature. It can't be that hard. Any opinion that you have that might be considered controversial. Now, under this, we look at topics on politics, race, ethnicity. We all know that this type of topics can really be sensitive for a lot of people. So you always need to remember to read the room and know when to keep your mouth shut on certain topics, especially topics like this one. Right now, if you are not well educated and well informed on this type of things, then don't just speak about it, because people will always remember what you say, especially on this type of topic: politics, race, ethnicity. I remember just recently something happened. I saw on my cousin's story, he posted this apology letter from a student that was coming out for a position in his school, right? So I read the letter, and the letter was literally this guy apologizing because during the time of the United States election, he made a comment on the lady Kamala that was coming out for the election. Now, obviously, from what I read, it was obvious that the comment he made, ladies took it to be a very misogynistic comment. Do you understand? And that is currently affecting his campaign. And he's like apologizing, like he didn't mean it that way, but baby, we know you meant it that way. And now look, it is affecting your own campaign in your school, because people are spreading the word, and and a school that is mostly even filled with ladies, be for real. So you see, you don't speak on things like this carelessly. You might have your opinion, but there are some opinions that is best to just keep to yourself. Trust me. Personally, I have opinions on a lot of things. I have opinion on ethnicity and politics and, just things like that. But I know it might not be perceived well by the public, so I might as well just keep it to myself and shh. If you want to talk about something like this and you really cannot keep it to yourself, just talk about it with people that you are comfortable with, people that you people think alike. Do you understand? But don't come out and broadcast it, because it's gonna affect you in the long run. It's people's appearance. Oh my gosh, what happened to you? You just how did you lose so much weight? Jesus, what happened to your skin? Guy, see how you just dey fat dey go. Really? Are you being serious? What happened to hi? What happened to hello? How can you just meet somebody and the first thing you are trying, the first thing you say is that you like literally start commenting on their appearance. Comments like this are very insensitive and very, very, very irritating, trust me. We know that people are very sensitive when it comes to their appearance, how they look generally. I use myself as an example. I have acne. Underneath all this is filled with hyperpigmentation and acne. I've never really issued my skin. If you watch my previous videos from like 2020 or 2021, just keep watching, you would see that I have shown my skin. I have spoken about my skin countless times. Imagine seeing me and then you're like, what is wrong with you? I mean, it has happened a lot of times, and that is a very insensitive thing to say, because first of all, you do not know how I feel about my skin, or whoever it is. Maybe this person has lost so much weight, you start even asking them, guy, you look so sick. What if they are actually dealing with a health something? Did you think about that? Did you have to think about that? You just open your mouth. Wow. People are so funny. Oh my days. You do not know what people are going through that is making them look a certain way, and this your insensitive and ignorant comments can just diminish all their confidence. You might say, oh, you're asking because you care, but baby, the other party doesn't say it that way, and you definitely did not say it in a manner that seems like care, right? You might as well just look for a very, very nice and matured way to ask. If you genuinely care, or matter of fact, mind your business. It's not that hard. You do not have to know why their skin looks the way it looks. You do not have to know why they lost so much weight. You do not have to know why they have gained so much weight. You do not have to know why their stomach looks a certain way, why their leg is you do not have to know everything. Keep quiet and mind your business. Relationships or family dynamics. Do not make ignorant and insensitive comments about people's family issues or failed marriages. Someone that has been divorced and you just joke about it, things like that. Before you joke about certain things, before you make comments on certain things, always try to put yourself in that person's situation. Trust me, you do not know how it feels, and you do not want to know how it feels. Put yourself in that person's situation. If you were the one, how would you feel? Will you be able to take it? Will you be okay if someone jokes about the fact that, nobody plans for this type of things. Nobody plans for a failed marriage. Nobody plans for family crises and daddy issues and stuff like that. So be considerate. And the last point is abuse. If you do not have full understanding on abuse, do not speak about it, especially things like sexual abuse. Oh my days. And you joke about it and you make fun of victims. When you hear about sexual abuse, the first thing that comes to your mind is, what was the person wearing? In 2025, you still think that way? In 2025, you hear about sexual abuse and the first thing that is coming to your head is, what was she wearing? Are you being serious? Just that type of statement is alone, for me personally, to even know how a person thinks, how a person reasons, is enough for me to understand your full existence as a human being, because it makes no sense. Like, literally, how can one be so ignorant and unintelligent? So you are trying to look for a reason to justify sexual abuse. You are trying to look... Is that what you're trying to do? Because asking that type of question is you looking for a reason to justify it. I mean, if she wore a skimpy outfit, that means, that's what... No, in 2025, you still think that sexual abuse is normal? Really? I'm disappointed. Ugh, ew. Earlier on, as I started the video, I spoke about jokes and how even as a joke, there are certain things that shouldn't come out of your mouth. And one of the ways people make all this type of insensitive comments on some of the things that we have spoken about is through jokes. They hide it behind, it was just a joke. One thing we need to know and always remember is that jokes always have a percentage of truth to it. Jokes become words that carry weight, and then at the end of the day, they hold you down. And one thing I have learned is to always take people seriously, even when they make certain type of jokes. because those things that they are saying might just be the truths that they end up disguising as a joke because they can't tell you plainly. So guys, we have come to the end of today's video. You guys, it has been so long. I've been away for months, literally, and yeah, it's all my fault. I went to serve my father's land or mother's land, whatever this is called, but yes. See you guys next week.